MJBulls is proud to produce the Raising Cannabis Capital podcast. Today's episode will begin after this brief message from our sponsor.
This ain't no desk job, but it's what you gotta do to scale up to this in a single growing season. It's how in Oregon alone, we grew and harvested the single largest crop of CBG in the world. Grit, tenacity, hell, whatever you want to call it. The crew at Hamptown USA has it by the bucket load. Just getting our seeds in the ground back in spring and growing them till fall was nothing short of heroic. Propagation, planting, maintaining what we have, and building what we need. Trust me, this shit ain't easy. But when it comes to harvest time, our team bumps the bar up to a whole new level. Next comes processing. Everything but the top flower goes off to get turned into crude, distillate, isolate, and water-soluble ready. Our product, like our team, is nothing less than best in class. This plant has always had the power to change the world, but it needs people to make it happen. We're lucky to have those people right here at Hamptown USA.
We definitely have positioned our company as one that is reinventing or renovating the retail experience to be closer to shopping in the comfort of your own home with all the information at your fingertips. And the sort of revolutionary part of this is that it's not a purely digital experience where you just get sucked into a screen, because the actual physical products are the buttons and the levers that you pull and push to trigger the interface.
From MJBulls Media, it's the Raising Cannabis Capital Show. Today on Raising Cannabis Capital, we are joined by the Peak Beyond, Jeff LaPenna and Bill Stark. Guys, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks. Happy to be here.
I'm glad to have both of you guys here, and I have to come clean. I completely misunderstood your company. Completely missed it. Every time I do a show, I spend a few hours trying to learn about the company, so it seems like I know what I'm talking about, even though sometimes I don't. And one mistake that I make all the time is I assume I know what the company does before I really do. And I did it again with your company. I started off thinking that you were like a menu board company. As I'm reading your website, and a lot of words that don't make sense. So I'm like, wait a minute, you got to start over. And I start over and I discovered, oh my God, you are so much more than a menu board company. So let me start off by apologizing. I'm so excited for the listeners to hear what you actually do. Jeff, pretend we are customers at a dispensary. Explain to us how to use your smart displays.
Yeah, absolutely. Our displays work with a kind of tangible element. We're different than menu boards in the fact that we encourage customers to actually interact with products as a way to learn about them. So if you walk up to one of our displays, you'll see some featured products on a shelf next to a digital display. And a customer can pick up one of those products from the featured shelf, put it down next to the digital display, which then pulls up information about that product. So if I'm a customer who's really interested in products that are going to help me relax, this is one way for me to discover those products while they're out in front of me. For anyone that's been in a dispensary before, you know that this is a little bit different than the standard shopping model inside of a dispensary, which is exactly what we're trying to improve upon.
To me, that's great, because I hate it when the clerk comes up to me and wants to talk. I mean, I want to do this by myself. So when I saw this, I was like, yeah, of course, this makes so much sense. You free up the dispensary's bud tenders so that they can do other things. Customer interaction has to increase, because now I can say, oh, what about this product? What does that do? I mean, the benefits of the dispensaries are just obvious. This has the potential of revolutionizing sort of the retail experience, bringing back to life the brick and mortar retail operation. If all these customers are moving products and watching what happens, that information is so valuable to the dispensary, but more importantly, to the brand.
Yeah, industry-wide value as well. There's a lot of transactional data in the cannabis industry, a lot of reporting happening. There's not as much reporting around how people are shopping. And so because we have this digital interface in stores that people use to learn about products, submit orders, we are one of the only companies able to collect that consumer behavior data. So we're able to see what a customer looks at before they make a purchase, or which products they are comparing before they make a purchase. Do they watch a video, and how effective is that video in driving that purchase? And so all of this data is extremely valuable, yes, to those dispensaries, those brands, and industry-wide to kind of get a better understanding of the consumer.
So the brands provide you with the information about their products. When I scan the product, the brand's information comes up. And then from there, I get an opportunity to interact with this information, almost like their website. Is that how it would work?
Yeah, and we also have other content partners. And a lot of the time, the content does come straight from the brand if we're featuring that brand. For the brands, it's a great opportunity to build their relationship with their consumers instead of relying on a bud tender or a consultant in the store. The brands can know, in this case, that exactly the information that they want to get to the consumer is reaching the consumer.
You put together a video and you can tell them, hey, everyone's dropping off at 32 seconds. All right, I need to change something because something at 32 seconds is making these customers drop off my video. That kind of information is invaluable because you can use that in everything you're doing.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh my gosh. I want to take a minute to tell you about some really innovative things that our sponsor Cream of the Crop is doing in the cannabis space. Their brand is on fire. They have the 5th best-selling indoor flower brand in the state, and they're profitable, growing their business at 10% a month year to date. They're succeeding by helping cultivators turn profits through operation management and consulting in exchange for supply agreements. By bringing 30-plus years of cultivation experience, award-winning genetics, ultra-efficient SOPs, proprietary nutrient mixes, and their brand, they're able to help both operators who are new to the space and ones who want to just increase efficiency. In fact, they just increased profits for one of their clients by $700,000 per month. Just incredible. But what's really exciting is that they're expanding their highly scalable model beyond California. That's right, they're accepting applications across the country for 2021 and 2022 partnerships. Also, if you're planning to invest in cannabis, you should definitely look at Cream of the Crop because they're doing a capital round in early 2021 to help with their brand's national expansion. To learn more about partnering with Cream of the Crop or investing in their expansion, go to creamofthecropgardens.com. That's creamofthecropgardens.com. Bill, you got to have the easiest job going. This thing's going to sell itself. Explain the business model, Bill. Tell us, how do you charge dispensaries? How do you charge brands? Can you sell the data? Mm-hmm. Yep. That's so reasonable because you pay way more than that for having employees. When you add up all the extra costs that are associated with having those employees just wandering the floor, you're saving money at $4,000 a month.
So Dan, I just want to clarify our different offerings. So we do have a brand product and we do have a dispensary product. Those are separate. But really the main thing that our company is focusing on is kind of revolutionizing the dispensary model. And so what that looks like on our side is that we are working with a lot of dispensaries who are new build outs and they want to transform the entirety of their store. So they're building their entire store around these displays. with between 10 and we're about to launch a store with 34 of these displays. So literally the entire shopping experience is based on this method of product discovery. And so I just wanted to make that clear for you.
Yeah, it really is apparent in your website. It's so much clearer to appreciate this when you look at your website and you see how the displays are. They're just, it makes a lot more sense. I can see where you're going, and I love the reoccurring revenue. Every month, you just know it's just coming. You can build your budgets around it and you can plan for it. It's so good. So you have a killer product and it's in the market. So what's next?
Yeah, so really it's a sales and marketing push. We're opening a new round right now. We want to grow faster than we are. We've got a number of stores kind of opening up in the next coming while, and we want to just accelerate that growth as quickly as we can.
And I suspect there's a lot of upfront costs, and Bill needs people helping him with the sales. And at this phase of your company's life, it's in a very expensive period. What kind of opportunities are there for investors to participate in this growth? That's mostly what our audience is. So I think this is one of those deals where, again, it's a non-plant touching investment. So that opens the door for a lot of institutional investors who are starting to come in. I think this is a really good opportunity. We've been speaking with Jeff and Bill from The Peak Beyond, and we'll have all their contact information and investor information on the MJBulls website. Guys, this is a good one. I don't think it's going to be open for very long. Good luck with this.
Thanks so much.
Crappy's Feel Better Company is a cannabinoid CPG company with a line of easy-to-use CBG, CBD, and CBN products built for the weekend warriors, the weekday Zoomers, and anyone in between. Crappy's next-gen products incorporate pharmaceutical-derived chemistry to precisely blend minor cannabinoids and terpenes, creating a series of proprietary formulas for hyper-targeted use cases. Harnessing a team of experts with over 75 combined years of chemistry experience, the company relies on its novel solubility technology, state-of-the-art delivery, consistent results, and unique eye-catching branding to stand out from the crowd. Crappy's executive team and chemists have created a vast and diverse product pipeline to maintain relevance in a saturated market. To find out how you can participate in Crappy's Feel Better expansion, which includes major retail placements, university-executed clinical trials, IP and patent submissions, GMP and API scale-up, and international distribution, go to crappysfeelbetter.com or on Instagram at crappysfeelbetter. Today's show was made possible by the generous support of our sponsors, like Alt36, the country's premier blockchain payment processing platform that's providing dispensaries and its customers with a safe and secure payment option other than cash. To learn more, go to alt36.com.